So now we have this example right here where it's telling us that angle A, B, and D, and D, A, and D, B, and C, the difference between those two angles is going to be 30. So what's A, B, and D? Now, if the difference is 30, but we know that together they have to be equal to 180. So looking at our answer choices, if 100, if ABD is 100, then that means that the other angle has to be 80. If 105, 75. If it's 110, then it has to be 70. And 115 is 65. So again, they all have to be equal to 180. But then it tells us that the difference between the two is 30. So 100 minus 80, the difference there is 20. 105 minus 75, the answer there is 30. 110 minus 70, the difference is 40. And 115 minus 65, the difference is 50. So the B is the one where the difference is 30 and they both equal to 180. Now looking at this next one, we're trying to find the missing angle. Now the angles inside of the triangle equal 180, but we need at least two of the angles. We have a straight line here though. So if this angle is 116, this angle has to be the difference between 180 and 116, which in this case is going to be 64. So now that we know these two angles, and they all have to be equal to 180, so the difference between 180 and 66, as well as 64, should be the answer. So in this case, the answer here would be 50. Now, when we're looking at the surface area, we have the formula PH plus 2B. Now, what this means is that we're going to find the perimeter of the base, and we are going to find the area. So area, and this is going to be the perimeter. So the base is going to be the bottom shape, which in this case is a rectangle that has sides of 12 and 7. So we first start off by finding the perimeter. And the perimeter just basically says what is all the sides added together. Now, since this is a rectangle, we know that one of the sides has to equal 12, and one of the sides also has to equal 7. So 12 plus 12 plus 7 plus 7. So 12 plus 12 plus 7 plus 7 should be equal to 38. So the perimeter is 38. Now our height is over here, which is 8. And our base is going to be the area of the rectangle, which is 12 times 7, so 84. So to figure this out, we're first going to plug this in. So it's 38 times 8, and then it's going to be 2 times 84 added together. So 38 times 8 is 304. And then 84 times 2 is 168. So we're going to add those two together. And the answer is 472, which is D. Now we have a prism here. And whenever we have a prism, to find the volume, we're going to multiply length times width times height. In this case, A is the measurement, but they're all the same. So it's 6, 6, 6. So 6 times 6 times 6, which is going to be equal to 260.